Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How good is this? To the traditional owners, to our honoured guests, Elsa, thanks for the stitch up. That is going to take a long, long time to repair, but well done. And James, for embedding that, well done too. What a perfect time to begin as Queensland's Tourism Minister. Not only is it Tourism Week, it's Destination Queensland. And it's just such a fantastic opportunity as I look around this room at all of the local government partners, the RTOs, the tourism operators, more than 1,000 of you from across the state gathered here at the Star to hear about where we can take this industry into the future. Thanks for being here. Thanks for welcoming me. I can't wait to engage with you. Some of you may have been at DestinationIQ last night, had an opportunity to catch up with the RTOs around a roundtable breakfast this morning. I'll be here throughout today, and if I have the opportunity, I'd love to meet you personally. As the Premier outlined, it's certainly an exciting time, and he's given Trish and I a very lofty task, but one we're keen to get cracking on. DestinationQ's been around for 13 years. Can I get a show of hands who was at that first one in Cairns 13 years ago? Of course, Mary Carroll was there. It is a wonderful opportunity for us to make new connections, to gain an insight into our national and international trends and the events that are shaping global tourism. As the Premier and others have said, the theme is around future focus. And I'm particularly looking forward to that spotlight on the Olympics and the Paralympics in 2032 and learning from Paris in 2024 and London in 2012. It has to be one of our key commitments that we use this green and gold runway in the lead up to the Olympics in 2032. But as the Premier said, then to make sure we bask in that glory for at least one, if not 2 decades afterwards. And key to this is the tourism sector, is you. It has a significant and genuinely statewide employment and economic footprint, and without you, that legacy that we're looking for will not happen. We've already started planning on our 20-year tourism plan, and we'll leverage all possibilities and potential of hosting this, the world's largest event, and the extraordinary destination exposure that comes with that international media coverage. That 20-year tourism plan will be developed in partnership with the tourism industry, and it will aim to showcase our natural beauty, what sets us apart here in Queensland, whether it's our beaches, our reefs, our rainforests, and the outback. We have an established nature-based travel market. It was valued around $5 billion prior to COVID. That's a great starting point, but it also demonstrates that there is huge potential in that space. And as you've heard from Elsa and the Premier, it's very clear that in my mandate as the Minister for the Environment and Tourism, by bringing together those two parts of the government, there will no longer be the opportunity to act as a roadblock. We need to get out of the way. We need to work with you and proponents to deliver nature-based ecotourism opportunities around this state. The Premier mentioned a couple that we've already kicked off with. We want to get Wongetti Trail up and running. We want to deliver the Skyway in Whitsunday, and we put $5 million on the table for that. But adventure-based tourism, Smithfield mountain bike trails. We want to work with the Council on Palm Island to deliver a tourism master plan that will see $4.9 million committed to develop 5 walking trails around the island, effectively building the first plank of a tourism industry on that island and in a destination that's at the heart of the Great Barrier Reef. We've already been to the Gold Coast, where we've heard again that the Mayor has a number of key projects he wants to deliver in this space, but we also want to revisit the cableway. We've got further $10 million on the table to deliver a world-class SeaWorld Marine Wildlife Hospital, because we know, again, as the Premier said, once we get people in the environment, we want them to become passionate advocates for the environment. And part of that is experiencing what happens with our wildlife. So SeaWorld will be getting $10 million, Currumbin another $2 million for a research and training precinct, which will have that interactive visitor centre. We will drive the development of more tourism experience that show Queensland's natural assets and support local jobs while protecting the environment. immersive experience that promote conservation and give a real connection to the environment, making people want to come back time after time after time. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept that we're going to be lagging behind Tasmania and New Zealand much longer. We're going to go to number one. You also heard from the Premier. The first meeting of the Tourism Cabinet Subcommittee will be occurring on the 3rd of December. And having been a participant in Cabinet subcommittees before, they are the powerhouse where we will unlock that potential that this state has. Please know though, it's not about losing the great work that's already been done over recent years. It's about building on that, taking what we've learned and extending our horizon beyond 2032, because we have that golden era lying ahead of us. We'll continue marketing Queensland to Australia and the world with the support of Tourism and Events Queensland. Who's been to Bluey's World already? I can't wipe the grin off my face. Many of you know I've got 5 kids. They're aged 23 to 14. I took my 19, 16 and 14-year-old along with my wife through Bluey's World earlier in the week, and it was incredible. If you used Bluey as your light-hearted escape from COVID like we did, the attention to detail in that immersive experience is like nothing else I have ever seen. And that is thanks to the Brisbane Economic and Development Agency as well as Tourism and Events Queensland. And I want to see more campaigns like that so that our international market keeps their focus on Brisbane, South East Queensland and Queensland as a whole. In recent months, TEQ has worked with the industry to develop the Discover Queensland Drive Tourism Marketing Strategy 2032. I don't want to steal all her thunder, as Kim McConney will be launching that later today. But that strategy will envisage positioning the Pacific Coast Way as Queensland's answer to Route 66, showcasing an incredible driving experience that takes in 10 of the state's 13 regions. As cost of travel is increasingly a challenge, marketing affordable travel opportunities that allow visitors to immerse themselves in that open road and experience diverse landscapes is a significant selling point for Queensland. It kicks off with an intrastate marketing focus in February and March of next year. We also have many exciting events ahead on the road to Brisbane 32, and my ministerial colleague, Minister Manda, launched yesterday our 2026 Women's Asian Cup football tournament. You'll also learn, whilst I'm a Bluey tragic, I'm also a football tragic. And with 3 daughters, all of which who play soccer, we'll be there front and centre. And we want to find more ways to attract mega events to Queensland. I'm also really excited today to announce the launch of Queensland Welcomes You. The program is focused on helping tourism operators provide consistent, high-quality experiences for tourists through online training programs and in-person workshops. Empowering hosts such as hospitality staff, tour guides and event volunteers to treat guests with warmth and let their pride and passion for their region and Queensland shine through. Now, I represent the hinterland of the Sunshine Coast, and it's not lost on me that Maleny and Montville have featured in the top 10 most welcoming destinations around Australia year after year after year. We want to share that little bit of magic that happens in Maleny and Montville with all of you, because this will empower you to remain one of the world's friendliest and most inclusive destinations with unforgettable holiday experiences. Topics to be included in this program include hosting visitors, storytelling, accessibility, inclusion, First Nation culture, sustainability, and the key local tourism products and experiences on offer. Visitors will be more inclined to stay longer and spread the word about the amazing experiences they've had if we treat them with that little extra touch. Queensland Welcomes You as part of the $4 million Accelerated Tourism Business Development Program, and it'll be delivered by the Queensland Regional Tourism Network with the Brisbane Economic Development Agency acting as the lead agency. And head to www.qldwelcomesyou.qld.gov.au to learn more about it. I'm really excited. I hope you are too, because this is going to be a great opportunity for all of us, myself, Trish, to work closely with an industry over the coming days, months and years to develop that strategy for the next 20 years, a strategy that will set up the state's tourism sector and cements us as a global destination of choice for the future. After all, we all know the best the world has to offer is right here on our doorstep in Queensland. Thank you to QTIC for your leadership across Tourism Week and your close partnership with the Queensland Government and Tourism and Events Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing Tourism Week and a wonderful Destination Queensland. Thank you.